about it here. It makes more sense The Rock shows up because he's debuted at Survivor Series in 1996. I say this as well about The Rock showing up, period. I've said from the beginning, I think this is Rock's bloodline. I think The Rock is behind the whole thing, not just Solo for Solo on his own. So when we say they're tired of this, I can't get tired of some of that terminology that Roman and Paul used at that we're in the bottom of the seventh inning right now. No, it's a whole new ball game. I've told you, it's a whole new ball game right now.
People laughed at us a while back when it may have been me or Paul. I'm not sure who said it, but the old baseball innings thing.
Third inning, yeah.
There was maybe a year ago or so, I was like, we're stretching it, but we're not at this point. I see it's a whole new vision.
Once The Rock got involved in that changed the trajectory of the story.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Other YouTube or Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it.
Drums, please.
Viewers may find the following video disturbing.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the money, now you're raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, it's a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
Welcome, everybody, back to the Mike Knoxxx Show here on Unpopular Review Wrestling. I am one of your hosts tonight, Mike Knoxxx. And indeed, I spelled my name with 3 X's, normally because I'm hardcore. But you see the name now, and the name, I change things around because I'm maturing in my youth of age that I am growing in this. So I'm like fine wine in my gold cup. Shout out to the Street Profits. I'm just getting better out this motherfucker. But listen, it's now Papa Knoxxx. Because I'm a newly found grandfather. That's right. Give me some more of them damn applauses. Because damn it, I love that. Because I got baby Logan is here. So this show's got to be motherfucking fire. Let's go. This show's my grandson. And I got my peoples with me in these streets. It's always, listen, I gotta say this. Making her 4th appearance. She is 3 more shows away from getting on a marquee. Miss Honey B.
Well, hello.
What's going on?
Everybody. Hey, everybody.
Survivors. Did you like Survivor Series?
I thought it was pretty good.
That was pretty good. Okay. I watched them in my daughter's hospital room. That's how bad. But I didn't even see it till Sunday. Okay? So I got some reservations. But also joining me today on the program, y'all know he is. He's nominated for being nominated for, he says I got to be nominated. But remember, one thing for sure, and the truth of the matter is, it's Mike Knoxxx. And that's a fact with hardcore. Because, damn it, I want the awards first. I know where he is. The Z is solid. What's going on, Dice Man from SmackDown Penitentiary?
What's going on, everybody? Listen, your boy, hard work has been paying off. I said this back in January. If I'm not nominated in every category, I'm flipping the table. And damn it, if I don't leave with at least 3 of them, I think there's 3 awards that at least 3. I think there's at least 3 that I deserve.
If you don't get 3, you're gonna flip the table. You might as well flip the table and walk off right now. Don't come back.
I cut the whole stream off. But everybody, what's going on? It's your boy representing the SmackDown Penitentiary. You're holding it down for my guy, the Mark Vic. Listen, we are coming here. The awards are coming up. I want to make sure I'm getting my face out there as much.
Hey, this ain't gonna be no hijacking though. My name ain't Bad Guy.
I'm not hijacking. Listen, listen. And as a pupil, so to speak, of yours, right? Because I did come in this thing. Pause. listening to you as I was getting into the podcast.
What's going on, Capone?
I feel it would be.
I'm sorry. Are you still working? I ain't gonna touch it. Are you still working backstage too?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we were both clicking.
No, you're
my
good.
hands are off.
I feel it would be a disservice to you if I didn't come with some awards. And technically my first year being nominated, but my second year on UPR. I feel it'll be a disservice to you.
You should get an award. And I'm gonna say the thing I said off air. If when my daughter I think should win. Sorry, Vaughn is two of y'all, but she's my blood. Okay, but even if you do win, Vaughn, it doesn't matter because guess what happens? I still win. It's all from the bloodline. Watch this show in my new home in Georgia.
I love you, Solo.
I love you, Papa Knoxxx. Listen, y'all. We got a lot to talk about here today, y'all. The chat is on fire. You know my favorite term, y'all. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan. That's some good advice. I'm serious. Okay? Some things you can't leave in Vegas. All right? Now, but first of all, so much happened in Survivor Series. And I got to say this much. And I like that, George, right there, because we're going to get to that. But WarGames started off the way it started off. And, you know, I love the ambiance of the cage. I'm gonna say this, right? Because this home show, if you've seen in the description, there's nothing about AEW in this show. But I just said it, so I'm gonna say in our UPR wrestling votes, please vote for Swerve Strickland for match of the year. Okay? Simple as that. Okay, that man needs to win that award. And y'all know
who are you rooting for tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am.
So, and then Bianca. Dice, what do you think about Bianca? Please speak on that.
I mean, what can you say? Will she go down as the greatest black woman in the history of professional wrestling? Do you think that? I think that. He's frozen. Which means I'm taking over the show. Now, listen. Bianca Belair will go down arguably as the greatest black woman wrestler of all time. However, Jay, you're muted, Mike.
I know. This ain't about being the best black wrestling women.
Oh, what I think about her outfit? Listen, there are two things about this outfit. One, can I get to the yams? Two, she done wore this shit before for Montez. She already got a rip in it already. What?
Saw the rip.
Why?
I saw the rip too and said,
I'm not a fistnet stocking person myself, but I'm not going to turn it down either. You know?
Naomi, listen, I saw this and all I could say to myself was, damn it, Naomi. You can't wear that damn hat out there. No one cares it's your birthday. They want to feel the glow. Shit, Triple H let people.
Well, somebody felt the glow that night, and it was he had a broken toe.
Triple H let people do it. I gotta say this for my daughter who claims her favorite wrestler is Naomi. Y'all see her? All I see is Bianca Belair. Whatever. Black girl magic over here. I just had them both on the screen back to back. We gonna do it. But come on, yo. The birthday outfit. That's all I want to say about that. Honeybee, are you okay? Are you cool with her being able to, you know, have her birthday cap on?
Absolutely. She can do whatever the hell she want to do. It's her birthday. Shoot. Better be glad it was that, not her birthday suit.
Uh-oh. As nominated for not a segment, but want to be a segment, Dice. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Listen, even though it's Monday, y'all know what we like to do here on Saturday.
I already got the cup.
Anytime that this lovely, luscious, thick-assed, peachy keen, my shaved head queen, anytime that she is on our screens, we simply like to say, George is with the train.
Look at
George with the train. Everybody in the chat, pipe it up for me, please. Hashtag I love you, Pamela Martinez.
And for the record,
I am so offended.
I love you, Solo.
Just so you know.
I'm so offended that everybody on the internet now was on the Bailey train. For fucking shame on all of you marks, because I've been on this woman before she got to the thicker thickness. I've been on the Bailey train. Now y'all want to act like y'all been on the Bailey train.
Now stop it. Now
she got cute asses. Oh my god!
Right. So then I'm in the hospital, but I'm saying, I bet you DJ. There it is. He walked off. I knew that was going to happen. Right. What's going on, Willie?
Yeah, funny.
This is how you start off War Games from a WWE perspective, right? They came out with all the flash. I thought the entrances were amazing, but guess what, though? I felt this is where it stopped in this match. I gave this match. I was only entertaining this match in a way I was, let's say, if I was watching a Money in the Bank match on them. I didn't feel like I was in War Games with these girls, despite certain things they pulled off, guys. Okay, like I get like Nia, to me, she is the female Andre the Giant. Point blank. That's what she should be. She's unstoppable to me. Point blank. The Naomi skit, I get doing the stink face. She did. I thought that was unnecessary.
She threw that ass on her face. That wasn't a stink face. She was twerking that ass.
That they had some nice bumps. Of course, I wasn't gonna go for Black Girl Magic. They did their thing in this match, but good, spot here with the power bombs. Lord. And of course, they went to work. And there were some brutality matches in here. Like the flips were great. I still say EO killed it more, but Tiffany's was also perfect. You know what I mean? Like I thought both were phenomenal. I'm not gonna put one over the other. One looks prettier, but one's crazier. Okay, so that's how she don't even see where the hell she's landing. Okay, so let that be that. But overall, this is what this match was about. This is why I did not like the match, although I knew this is what the match was about for me. My daughter loves this whole thing. That's like, this right here creeps me the fuck out. I'm not sleeping with that woman with that mask. I don't care how thick y'all think she is. If she came in my bedroom looking like that shit can bounce like Michael Jordan bouncing a basketball in the fourth quarter, you know you're gonna score. No, not looking like that.
All she gotta do is bend over. I don't give a damn what she got on her head.
But I want to go.
Okay. She gotta bend over. That's all I care about. What are you talking about?
This was the best part of the match. Was coming back in this ring. Go ahead, Honeybee. Your thoughts on this match?
I thought it was pretty good. I'm glad Rhea pinned Liv. Was hoping we did see a cash in, but with them teasing still, I feel like she's still gonna hold on to that Money in the Bank briefcase for a little while longer. No, I think it was more so just for the entertainment. It was something to open the show with. So I think the better team won. For sure. And we'll just have to see where the storylines go from here.
This was my best part of the match. When she was going to do the fake cash in, because I thought that would have made this a great match. If Tiffany cashes in the War Games, that makes this War Game match good. And because it didn't, storyline reasons, this is why the match was just blah for me. You know what I mean?
Get it.
But I like this part when EO came in. That's a crazy spot. I'm watching wrestling with somebody who don't really watch wrestling. He was like, "Yo, she's going crazy." You know? So it's always good to enjoy wrestling with somebody who don't really watch it, but can like, "Yo, that's funny and that's a good thing." Yo, they whooping each other's ass. You know what I mean? And then looking at everything else. But right team won. Shout out to my daughter for saying right before the match, I'm tired of Bianca not being able to whoop nobody's butt with her hair anymore. I miss that. And then right in that match, Mikayla Wonders got her wish, and Bianca Belair was whipping them girls like
she had
them joints. You
double ones.
You heard pack. Your take on this match, Dice?
You know what? EC spoke about this on the penitentiary on Saturday, and there's a formula that Bianca has to have a great match. She's gonna get thrown to the turnbuckle. She's gonna climb the turnbuckle. She's going to do a backflip, and it's literally the formula, right? But the fact of the matter is, she didn't have those two braids at first, and to give one of her braids to Bailey, who she did not like, I thought that was great storytelling. But I thought the best part of the storytelling in the match was to take care of one half of the muscle in which they handcuffed Raquel
to
the top rope, right? But even though they handcuffed her, Liv was still able to use her to her advantage for a good portion of the match. So it wasn't like they handcuffed her and she was completely taken out of the match. They still made her a big deal in the match because Liv would sucker people into that. So I thought this women's match was great. The MVP has to be, to me, I think Io, the greatest WarGames competitor that there is, just because of what the stunts that she does. But for me personally, I thought that this team was going to. Yes,
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Did I say something wrong
just
here?
A second.
Okay.
Are you telling me that because of that? No.
Look at every single look. Go back and look at your NXT guy.
Y'all always attack me for saying best of. You just said the best females WarGames competitor is Io Scott.
I said performer. I said performer.
I said the word performer.
You said competitor.
Okay, performer. My bad. They are two different things. Words do matter. Performer. Okay. No, I still wouldn't say that. Dating back. Bianca
just
Belair,
dating back. And you're an NXT guy.
Has always dominated and kicked ass in every single one of them. Bianca Belair.
All right.
Chris Jericho.
Okay, no. Chris Jericho.
The trash can. The trash can.
Doing.
Oh, I get it.
No.
Yeah, the trash can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Anyway.
I get that. But no, I say this much though, guys. This to me, because I had thought that this was the best image. And then Mikayla said she saw this. And I looked at it again today, and these girls, because if you look at these women on top of this cage, you go from Naomi to Bianca to Rhea
straddling
to Io and Bailey, minus who's not there, Charlotte and Asuka. These are the best WWE has.
All of these women will be
best, whether it's the storyline or not. And that's not taking nothing from Liv.
I agree.
That's not taking nothing from Nia, who I think is the most dominant force. But I mean, and I'm not the biggest fan of the in-ring work of Naomi. I've always spoken about that. Even the guy, you can see her counter stats still.
If she works a little bit more with Natty. If she works a little bit more with Natty and learns to stop trying to be so athletic, she can't be athletic anymore. That's the thing. She can't rely completely on her athleticism completely in a match anymore. She needs to learn how to slow it down, bring a little bit more technicality with that, and I think that she'll be okay on the last part of her run as a WWE superstar. But she's a Hall of Famer, no doubt.
Definitely. Well, all of them are. Moving on to me. To the most surprising thing in Survivor Series.
Surprising for sure.
It's not that I'm not for what happened. It's just I didn't see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
How good did you do in our predictions?
For Shinsuke, he was gone, forgotten about, and when he was last here with, well, I'm gonna take his fucking song away from him. He didn't do a good job. Not only do you bring him back, sorry. You give him the single most handed reason why American fans who did not know nothing about his New Japan career and overseas career, Shinsuke back, sitting there, look at these ladies. What? Get that shit off.
Shout out to Steve, who's nominated for funniest UPR host. He's absolutely right.
I'm sorry, what?
Get your hands off. Keep going on the show.
I'm sorry. I saw a Charlotte reference. What am I supposed to do?
Charlotte would never straddle. She can't straddle.
What?
She ain't got no back.
It's the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
So, on to this match, and I didn't see this happening. He just got a brand new strap, the LA sign all over the belt. But they gave Shinsuke Nakamura back his music. And that right there
and added a bass line to
it. The music change.
It changed, but
I actually like it.
It's still enough for you to go, you still can chant Shinsuke's song. Yep. It can be different, but Vince took it away completely. Okay? This was amazing. Coming out, I felt And Dice, you know me personally, fans of the Mike Knoxxx Show. Make sure you tune in right now on UPR Wrestling YouTube. Also, like us, follow, subscribe, hit the bell notification. At this point, you
and the ticker top.
my man. I don't know him personally, but I watch Eric Wright's, Madden videos. He would say, "You've been around this long, hit the subscribe button." Okay, so go ahead and do that for us. Ain't nothing but as Dice would say on this one, we ain't actually to buy us a TV dinner or nothing like that. That
Not
comes
a
later.
single
That comes
platter.
later. That's what Bane told that man to plane. Okay, that comes later. But right now, it's free. Hit subscribe, hit like, it's okay. Shinsuke Nakamura just gave me great Muda vibes. You know that's my favorite international wrestler. Okay, this gave me great Muda vibes. Okay, then this shit right here was completely some samurai, Darth Vader. This was definitely better than Acolyte. So yeah, whoever was here last week and said they thought the Acolyte was good, I think it was Dennis. Okay, again, like what you like, but this was better than Acolyte. Okay, great moment, match. Who cares? The match winner. That's all that matter. Go with you, Honeybee. Your thoughts on this match here?
What is it? The Home Alone face to hands to palm. When the bell rang and Shinsuke won, I was like, oh, really? Was not expecting that. So I thought it was pretty good. They were saying on commentary how LA, seemed like, or Shinsuke seemed to have gotten to LA's head, so he really wasn't in the match. And I'm like,
yeah,
they do that all the time. He going to mess around and somehow either surprise roll up or something. But once he getting shots at him, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
Definitely Star Wars vibes too, George. 100%. That's what I'm saying. It was great. That's too much. That's too much in that cup, girl. She trying to have her way with me, y'all. She just she gave me a wino pour. Oh, and second potato. Is it March? Okay.
Papa Blue, you gonna break her in half. You better chill out.
I love that match. Dice, your take on this? Like I said, right man won this match, being Shinsuke Nakamura. That's for sure. But I wonder, before you speak, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
As you and me always talk, and we have conversations. That's to me the best part about wrestling is still having your fandom and being fun, but spitballing shit, right? I always say LA no, and it wasn't because I didn't like LA Knight, because I was liking LA Knight and being a fan of LA Knight before he got over, right? I'm not a fan of people getting over by something as silly as a chant. And here's the difference for me from somebody say, well, Daniel Bryan did it. Daniel Bryan rose above the yes chant. The yes chant became part of Daniel Bryan. Because I was there at the birth of the yes chant. It had nothing to do with them. And despite that, he rose above that. Now, when it comes to somebody who I also love, like Rusev Day was completely built because you fans didn't fuck with him until Rusev Day, and that was a goddamn crying shame. So, no, I didn't like him with the whole and all of a sudden y'all started liking it because that dumb shit. So I would always say, no, him losing this title, Dice, unless he's hurt, I think it's a bad move. Even though I like it for Shinsuke. Your take.
I've said it from the start. I actually thought the Max Dupree was a much better fit to show his character range.
Come on.
LA Knight is a crutch.
Yeah.
And the easiest way that I can reiterate it is shout out to Bubba Ray on Busted Open. He said
that,
if you take
if
you take away Seth Rollins, if you take that away from him, he's still Seth fucking Rollins in the ring, and you can't take it from him. If you take that LA Knight away from him, he's dog shit. He's dog water, as the kids say. Nobody has the worst finisher in the history of WWE.
Oh, no, he does not.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Finisher. It is trash. It does not. Listen, whenever he hits blunt force trauma on anybody, I'm sorry. Whenever he hits blunt force trauma, the crowd doesn't give a fucking reaction.
Not at all.
I can barely recognize that it's his finisher. they can barely recognize this as finisher. So
he only made it look good.
So many more worse finishers than Bloodshot's. I'm sorry.
He only made it
so
look
many
good.
Worse finishers than that, y'all. I'm sorry. And
he only made it look good in that triple threat with him, Mello, and who was the other? It was recent where he used it.
Andrade.
They did Andrade. They did some move. It reversed it, and he somehow caught Mello and did the blunt force trauma. That's the only time that move looked good. Other than that, when him trying
that's because he's small. That's because Mello's small and he flipped over. Sort of like how who takes an RKO really bad and
really
Ricochet. When Ricochet took an RKO and he flipped on the top of his head, that's why it looks so good. But shout out to you, E1 Kicks on YouTube, just subbed up. You don't know how you got here, but I tell you how you got here. You were looking for the real of professional wrestling talk, and you came across the Mike Knoxxx Show with UPR. I will tell you, continue to look in and tune into these shows because you will not be disappointed. Thank you very much.
Jimmy Dugan. Wow.
That's good.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. But, this samurai. Shit, Vicky, damn, I'm trying to talk.
Sports with Mike Knoxxx and the crew.
I'm trying to talk.
Listen, I've been on board with this Shinsuke undead samurai thing. I had the fucking correct terminology on Saturday. Mm-hmm. I forgot what the fuck it was already. It's not like high and tie or kintai or I forgot what the fuck it is. But there's a specific terminology for the way his eyes look and the way he's dressed with the mask. I forgot it. But I've been on board with this character change of him from day one. The music, I love it. The bass line in it, I love it. And EC said it, and I agreed with him in our chat backstage. There's no way he comes back and doesn't win. Yeah. I've been saying this LA Knight run was super fucking boring. And Shinsuke coming back after fucking 3 weeks winning it proves I was right. It's fucking boring. Next! Next! Yeah!
You know what? Between LA Knight and Cody Rhodes, both of their title runs have been the same.
Did not say high and tie, I say kintai. Oh man, you're muted, my brother. Still muted.
Girl.
I beg you. What?
Welcome to Wondering About WWE. I'm Mikayla, and we are just wondering about WWE Survivor Series. So I'm only going to be covering 3 matches because there's only really 2 I cared about and 1 that really grabbed my attention. The first match is the Women's WarGames match. Opinions and thoughts. Thoughts? I thought it was actually surprisingly really good. I didn't really like it though. Like, I wanted my team to win. I'm so glad we did. But I think, I don't know, just with the whole Rhea and Liv thing and Raquel, something about it it didn't click to me, but overall the match was really, really good. Second match to cover. Shinsuke versus LA Knight. I don't ever talk about anything involving LA Knight because I hate LA Knight. Sorry for all you LA Knight fans. He's just overrated. I don't even understand why he's so popular. There's nothing cool and unique about him in my opinion. I feel like, sure, he has these cool moves. He has this cool chant or crowd pop off, but I hate it. I hate everything about him. I hated his Logan Paul stuff. I hated it. But the fact that Shinsuke beat him was the highlight of the night. I don't care about anything else. Shinsuke beating LA Knight and LA Knight losing his championship was the highlight of my night, of my day, whatever. And then the men's WarGames match. I thought it was really good. I thought It was a really good match. I loved the whole CM Punk and Roman debacle. I loved when CM Punk saved Roman from going to the table. But here's something that's been bugging me. When I looked away from the camera, I looked away from the screen for a bit. I look up, Bronson's on top of the cage. How did he get up there? Like, I'm not trying to sound insensitive or anything. You're telling me he climbed all the way up there and I didn't notice him climbing even for a split second? But it's whatever. I thought the match was really good. I loved it, but the end was too dragged out, and I wish something would have happened, like The Rock coming back, or Seth Rollins and Roman having this whole discussion, or Roman even getting the Follow back. Something that leads into the next storyline. Like, I understand the storyline for the Bloodline is far from over, but what's gonna happen next? It's just gonna be the same thing every week. It's just gonna be Solo and Roman debacle until something really clicks and happens. So I'm just waiting. That's why I wish it ended differently. But that's really all. As you guys know, I can't talk about this, like all of this, and y'all, I know. Sad to see your favorite segment go. Don't worry, I love y'all too. But let's go back over to the real tribal chief.
Like, you cannot connect the dots. You can't connect the dots between Rock and Taker. The clear cut.
Listen, who was the judge of the kangaroo court in the locker room?
The kangaroo court?
Yeah, the dead man.
And I never do this. I'm sorry. I never do this.
Oh, hell.
Rock has had Truth Austin, Triple H, Angle, and Jericho, and all of those feuds were better than his and Taker's. That's what I'm talking about. He had no business being out there with the guy. First of all,
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Well, first of all, yo,
The champ is here.
go ahead, because I got something to say. I got something to say about baby girl.
The champ is
I
here.
don't never,
The champ is here.
ever, impose my will on my kids. I don't. They really either like what I like or don't. You know what I mean? And they have their own minds, yo. I'm sitting backstage watching it because I keep telling you this. I don't watch her.
I was watching you watch it backstage.
I watch it backstage, and I'm doing, and I almost spit out everything that was in my mouth when she said, I hate him. It was my highlight of my night. I said, yo. And then she talked about the Bronson Reed. Does she like Bronson Reed, by the way, like I do? And this is for those insensitive mofos on Unpop Review, because it is award season, so everybody's getting these shots today. Okay? Avoid the clap I keep trying to tell y'all. Please. Let's just stop.
Breaking news. This just in. The thoughts and opinions of Mike Knoxxx solely belong to Mike Knoxxx and does not represent Unpopular Reviews Wrestling in any way. Now back to the show for the intelligent wrestling fans.
So, when I say this, thank you. When I say this, DC the Collector.
DC, can I get another cup, please? I'll pay you.
It's like, can somebody find us the video footage of my man Bronson Reed getting to the top of the cage? Okay? And we'll talk about that coming up soon. I want to get through this real quick. I ain't gonna lie.
Real quick. I just said, listen, as she was doing that, right? I said, yeah, B, talk your shit. Because she was listen. If that is not Michael Pierman blood running through her veins, I don't know what is. She said, I'm signing off with the best segment on UPR. And make sure that y'all pipe it up. Y'all go ahead and vote for Mikayla's segment as the best segment on UPR. I literally said this as soon as this segment debuted. Absolutely best segment, but not to be outdone. She does have a little bit of competition, and that's not shitting on anybody. We got what's got beaming steaming. We got This Week in Wrestling History coming on later with King Vaughn, and we got news by Mad Dog Kelly, and you know how I feel about that. It's 2 words or too sweet, gentrified. But hey, I'll be back in January with it.
The Intercontinental Championship match, Honeybee. Your thoughts on my man, Braun Breaker? Would you say breaking news, but not breaking news? But it's out there breaking news. Fuck you, Dave Meltzer. Breaking news. Is he hurt?
That I'm not sure, but I thought the match was pretty good. I was I didn't expect LA to lose. So I was thinking if LA retained, then Braun was probably going to lose this match to Sheamus because I kind of wanted Sheamus to win.
Yeah.
So they can start doing some stuff with, Sheamus and other people. But I mean, all in all, it was a really good match. That was pretty good. All three of them did their thing.
Your favorite part of the match?
Ooh. It had to be towards the end when they started doing all the near falls because I'm like, I really wanted Sheamus to win. So all the near falls and when I promise you I was. Because yes, like listen, that's the only title he really needs to win. I thought with him getting up in age, just give him his time now. He could always lose it to Braun again in a few months or whatever. Like I just want to see my generation of wrestlers, because they're all getting old, to start winning and getting their dues before it's too late. That's all. So yes, I was definitely rooting for Sheamus because I was thinking like, if Sheamus wins, but he has to pin Ludwig, so then they can do the Ludwig versus Sheamus thing, and then Gunther can get involved. Then you can have Braun in the back still saying, I didn't lose because you didn't pin me. So there goes, it could have been a lot of things with that, and then plus more people to fight Sheamus for the title. So that's what I was thinking. That's my fantasy booking right there.
Listen, ain't nothing wrong with that booking, okay? Finish your and you're right. That's what the consensus smart pick would say. Sheamus for me, and
it's not time
I always say this. I titter-totter. I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Sometimes the old motherfuckers gotta go. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is the Mike Knoxxx show. I spoke with 3X's. Please put your kids to sleep. Sometimes the old niggas gotta go to bed. Like old fucking yellow, they gotta go. Okay. Now, with all that still being said, I still like Braun Breaker though, and I want Sheamus to get that title. Just not against Braun Breaker.
It can't be. It cannot be against Braun.
He has to pin Ludwig. That's the only way.
He got a quick switch with.
I'm sorry, Dice. He can lose, but shit. All right, TikTok is hell, but just bear with me. TikTok just took a fall.
Oh shit!
But he got to lose to John. Like if he was gonna lose it, this would have been a perfect time, honeybee. Because Ludwig.
Exactly.
It still keeps my man Braun strong. So
exactly.
I get you on that one. Go ahead, Dice.
Honestly, I'm going to say the unpopular view of this. I'm going to say the unpopular view of this match, right? And I indulge you to come here with me. This match was all about Ludwig Kaiser.
Okay.
Now the reason why I say that.
Walk off for me. Just walk off.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm gonna take a drink while he's gone. He'll be back.
But no, I was listening. I want to hear his theory. I kind of agree with
the reason. No, I 100% agree.
Why
I actually walk off because I agree with it.
The reason why this match was all about Ludwig Kaiser, right, is because we look at somebody like Gunther. They're about the same age, if I'm not mistaken. I just Googled Ludwig Kaiser. He's 34 years of age. If we're looking at professional wrestling strides of prime, it's in your early 30s. Until you hit 35, you ain't hit the mid, so you still in early 30s.
Right.
Gosh, I miss those early 30 days.
I just hit 30.
Oh yeah, listen, I was about to ask you how old you were when you said you're.
Let's go.
Okay, so 3 years apart, Gunther at 37, just getting his first WWE World Championship. I believe that Kaiser is primed right for where he needs to be. I think that Kaiser has always had a great mid-card look. That doesn't mean he'll stay in the mid-card, but it just means right now where he's at, he deserves recognition. And if they had a European championship, there's no doubt in my mind that fucking Kaiser would be there. It just so happens that you have somebody with a greater lineage and who happens to be off his fucking rocker and Braun Breaker that is actually, sometimes you got to bow down to a player that's greater than you. Right? And Ludwig, he has the cockiness of a mid-card champion. He can talk circles around anybody, main or mid-card. And he just carries himself like he should be a champion. That's not that big of an accomplishment, honestly. I mean, she's full of silicone and bags, but hey, you like what you like.
Whoa!
You like what you like.
Because if she fell out of a plane and her damn thing around her neck didn't work, she still would live, does not give you reason to say that.
She's pretty, not gorgeous, but she's pretty. But who am I? I mean, I look like one of the elves that should be on fucking Lord of the Rings. But hey, I'm not here judging people. I'm just saying.
You a hobbit, you're okay. All right,
it's all right. I'm on a Richter scale. I'm like a 4 out of 10. If I'm dressed right on a good day, that boosts me up to a 6. That's more than acceptable.
Same.
Hold on.
Same.
What kind of gamer are you? Because gamers get accepts this day. If you're, you know what I mean? Like if you're in a
when it comes to, but gamers, I does this shit. Listen, when I invite a female to my house and she sit there and she's watching me play the game and I'm talking my shit, she like it. She's like, oh, chill, daddy.
So let's go into this match right here. I'm gonna get to the thing and get out of here. Gotta get to the this week in wrestling.
Good luck.
This here, I'm gonna say
piss me off.
I'm gonna just say
piss me
he
off.
Be raised out of Ramon Scott Hall so bad down to his outfit, and I'm getting sick of it.
What's wrong with you?
I don't.
You know what? I
don't like him. That's why.
Why did you not like? What's wrong with Damian? You like a hard worker. Pause. You like a guy who pays homage to the elder statesman of professional wrestling, in which Razor Ramon will go down as one of the greatest to never win the championship and one of the greatest wrestling minds of professional wrestling that we don't know about. How could you still hate Damian Priest? I thought by now you would have came around to Damian Priest. If not anything before this match, especially this match, I thought that this match would at least get you to teeter onto the side of Damian Priest.
You know what I'm going to do about it? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tweet. That's right. I'm going to jump on social media and I'm going to.
All right. Listen, I don't care. What's going on? What?
Damian over Priest, ain't that the same person?
Yeah, I just got confused. That's what I said. What? Piper, Razor, Perfect, Davey Boy Owens, top 5 to not win the world title.
Perfect and Razor goes over top before anybody.
Put that back up. I remember now. I can see. I mean, I saw him, but I'm gonna see it again. Razor, Perfect, yes. Owen,
maybe.
I think Owen is a sentimental favorite more than what people want to say and admit. Okay, welcome to the Mike Knoxxx Show.
For where he was at the height of his career, I don't think so. But he was my favorite Heart.
What part of Piper's career? Thank you. Outside of the one thing that started him, the same thing we said about HH. Okay, did Piper? We know how great Piper was on the microphone, but Piper, he wasn't a good show, wasn't a good act. But Piper just wasn't that guy. He was that guy. That's why he got over. If Piper had been that guy, I'm sorry, who we talking about? Okay, my bad. Damian Priest. I didn't like this match. It's only about the match that mattered. Nothing else mattered in this entire match. Fuck Damian Priest. It's all about, always be about Finn fucking Balor. One thing about this sucks though. I hate them doing the stump.
What the fuck is Keith Hart?
Man, his shoe stumps are stupid. I hate him. Put boots on if you're gonna do a stump, the coup de grace. I'm sorry.
But it wasn't in his chest, it was in his stomach. You know when you get up in them guts, it hurts a little bit. I don't know.
When it was Gunther. Your take on this, honeybee?
It was a slow match. Usually all Gunther's matches were slow, so you kind of expected it to just be it was a, how do you say it? A show filler, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
It was just there to, get the show along.
Except for the WarGames.
Stop it.
Stop it. This is not the SmackDown Penitentiary, and you're going to still get locked up in here. And I'm always saying, even on your show, don't drop the soap in jail. I'm rewatching The Wire. Y'all better watch yourselves. Listen, this was fuller. This was about 2 things. One thing, really.
Call it 20 to 22 match, 22-minute match of filler.
Bloodline versus Bloodline was all this favorite. Listen, Triple H booking says, I'm going to make you think you're supposed to care because that's what Vince McMahon told me I couldn't do. But at the end of the day, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, whatever you want to call about him, whatever we think about him, he shouldn't be in prison or he shouldn't be in prison, still is a better promoter. Because Them other matches didn't matter. You're gonna sit here and tell me that you actually gave two shits about that match, other than the match being good inside.
I put
you
in the
shit
chat
on that match and that shit for about a 2-month thing with Gunther.
I said, first of all,
Shinsuke and LA Knight came out of nowhere. So other than Shinsuke being a Shinsuke guy, that didn't matter either. It was thrown in there. I'm spitting hot facts right now. Go get me some cheesecake from Brooklyn. Said don't bring back no Diddy oil. Okay.
No.
I'm just being honest.
No.
What you say, baby? Dylon.
No. Listen.
You,
no. For the story that they told.
Pay-per-view other than WarGames.
No, for the story that they told with Gunther and Priest. Priest had dominated Gunther for the whole month and a half. He dominated Gunther. Ever since Gunther lost to fucking Cody Rhodes, he's been dominated, as Bad Guy Jack would say. Furthermore, the only problem that I had with this match was the story that they told. It was one of the weaker stories that Triple H has told, and it was Priest's shoulder. Okay. A monster like this from the streets.
Yeah,
his shoulder is the problem.
Yeah. Here's my thing.
Had you not had to have his quote unquote shoulder be the issue, and still had Finn Balor be the person that makes him lose the match, fine. But don't give me this shit that Gunther is second guessing himself, and then all of a sudden he sees a small opening, and Priest has never had an issue with injuries, and all of a sudden his fucking shoulder, and which even then, even when his shoulder was hurt, he still dominated this man. Shout out to Bad Guy Jack once again. Dominated.
No more shots out to nobody.
Gunther had no reason to win that match outside of disqualification.
Do it. Thank you. No.
It's your show, brother. Go ahead.
Because not even that. Not even that. Even though, thank you. It's not what you're and I'm going to stop because I knew you were going to go with it. And I got to be fast here. Not like you guys normally are fast.
No minute, man.
Okay? Pause. Exactly. So, anyway, we got to get Honeybee's take.
There goes Captain Shay.
You try to make this what you like about it, which is nothing wrong with that. And that's what they told me in that ring, in that match, for what it was there for. And that's perfectly fine when I'm watching a PLE if I paid for it. Which you would say you pay for Peacock, you pay for it. If you pay for the cock, you got to watch what's on the cock. Well,
mine just says the program will continue.
So, with that being said, before this pay-per-view, this PLE, they gave us no story. The story would still be Finn versus Damian, because that's the story, because Gunther has bigger bits to take care of than the Scott Hall wannabe.
So, what's Gunther's underlying story? Please indulge me.
I don't freaking know, and I don't care.
Exactly, he has none. He's boring as fuck.
We're gonna take our last break of the day after Honeybee's take on this match. Get to This Week in Wrestling and talk what the whole fucking pay-per-view was about. Bloodline versus Bloodline. Honeybee, you got anything to say about this match that was this?
Yeah, I said it already. It was slow to me.
I wanted to make sure we were talking for so long. I forgot about you. Now I'm just joking. I said that I watched this show called Married at First Sight. And the man said, yeah, I was chilling with my man so much, I forgot she was here. That woman said, what? Okay, what's this? And I thought it was hilarious, y'all. We'll be right back here on the Mike Knoxxx Show. Up next, nominated for Best Segment, that is the one and only, the longest running segment on UPR motherfucking wrestling, the Mike Knoxxx Show, because this man has been around for over a decade. 301 King John Vaughn Jr. on the 20s. I didn't get these shots out today, and I apologize. The one that makes it the show for the pros. Listen to the intelligent wrestling fans. So let's take what we got.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Vaughn.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is King Vaughn Jr. of the Victorious Ones podcast and Perfect Plex Talk Radio to give you the week in wrestling history. On this same, and by the way, of course, congratulations to Mike Knoxxx for becoming a grandfather for the very first time. And so, of course, to his grandson Logan, happy birthday! And of course, by the way, on the same day in 2020, happened to be pandemic year, by the way. AEW presented a huge episode of Dynamite where Sting made his debut, and it was also the same night that Kenny Omega became only the third AEW World Heavyweight Champion as he ended Jon Moxley's 277-day reign. Of course, that was because that was the big part. That was the headline for that. December 3rd, 2000. Of course, ECW ran their Massacre on 34th Street pay-per-view from the Hammerstein Ballroom in Manhattan. And of course, in the main event, Steve Corino retained the ECW World Heavyweight Championship in three-way dance against Jerry Lynn and Justin Credible. 2006, at the James Brown Arena in Augusta, Georgia, ECW December to Dismember took place. The main event saw Bobby Lashley win the ECW title in the Extreme Elimination Chamber match. We defeated Big Show, Rob Van Dam, Test, Hardcore Holly, and CM Punk. December 4th, 2000, on Monday Night Raw, East Rutherford William Regal won the WWF European Championship by defeating Crash Holly. On the same day in 2001, Vince McMahon's Kiss My You Know What Club officially came to an end when The Rock forced him to kiss Rikishi's You Know What on SmackDown. Of course, on the same day in 2006, less than a day removed from the horrible December to Dismember pay-per-view, Paul Heyman left his position with WWE. It was that bad. But anyway, December 5th, 2005, Eric Bischoff's reign as Raw General Manager came to an end after 3.5 years in that position. Of course, a mock trial by Vince McMahon took place where ended with John Cena dumping Bischoff in the back of a garbage truck to mark his farewell as a full-time character with WWE. On the same day in 2018, of course, Tom Billington of the legendary British Bulldogs, the Dynamite Kid, of course. The Dynamite Kid passed away on his birthday. And out on the same day as his 60th birthday. December 6th, 1998, Capital Carnage took place. The main event, Fatal 4-Way, saw Stone Cold defeat The Undertaker, Kane, and Mankind. And of course, on the same day in 2004, Lita defeated Trish Stratus for the WWE Women's Championship. It was the last time that women's main event took place on Monday Night Raw until 2016. On the same day in 2020, NXT WarGames took place. And of course, we saw Team Candice defeat Team Shotzi, and Undisputed Era got a victory over Pat McAfee's team. And of course, as far as birthdays, December 2nd, Hakushi turns 58. December 3rd, Jake Hager turns 42. Super Crazy turns 51. December 4th, Takahashi turns 40. December 5th, Dynamite Kid would have turned 66, and Larry Zbyszko turns, and of course, on the same day, Larry Zbyszko turns 71. That's a week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST, Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
I said to you that Keith Lee is never going to amount to anything. This is it.
You did.
I said he's a jobber.
You did.
And that's all he is. The tub of Nutella. That's what he is. He's in a tub of Nutella. Okay? That's what he is.
Put the solo shit on me. We are not finna disrespect Mr. Bask in My Glory. Mr. North American.
What'd you say, Bask in My Robin?
At the same damn time. Future quote, same damn time. We are not finna disrespect this greatness of a black man. We are not finna disrespect this man had damn near carried NXT on his goddamn back. We are not. I don't give a fuck, Charmaine. Shut up. We are not finna do this to this wonderful man who is married to this beautiful ass Mia Yim. I know she ain't that great right now. She's kind of like a genre. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do for her, but still, we are not gonna have this slander for this man. This man did a fucking spirit bomb. His goddamn finisher was a fucking spirit bomb. This motherfucker is the king of nerds in wrestling. I would not take this slander. All right, I'm done.
Did you say Bask in his Robins?
Bask in his glory toys.
Bask in his Robins.
And he wants to play with him.
That was a good line. Bask in his Robins. Actually, you talked over it, but I was going to clip it because that was a funny ass line. And then he said, we don't fat shame, right? Because Vinny's over there fat shaming him. I think that's a shameful thing. He's talking about Bask in his Robins. He says tub of Nutella. And when you said something about Keith Lee was carrying NXT on his back, he said, well, there was plenty of back for him to be carrying. Hey, that's terrible. That's terrible, Venomous Vince. You should stop.
Wait, I didn't say nothing about his back.
Hey, this is Matthew Brittle, the King of Bros, and you're listening to the Mike Knoxxx Show on Unpopular Review, bro.
Welcome back, everybody.
to the Mike Knoxxx show. Oh my God! Listen,
quick statement. As we look at that shit, that strictly proves, as I look at the landscape,
what strictly proves
of, and you know, EC.
What are you talking about?
EC put this in my mind frame on Saturday.
What are you talking about?
As we were backstage, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking now.
But you're not singing. You said what are you like? What are you talking about?
I'm about to get to my point.
You said were saying. No, what are you saying?
I was saying that EC put it in my mind frame, right? As we were prepping for the SmackDown Penitentiary on Saturday. Catch us every Saturday at 12 p.m. Cheap plug. How we are literally one of the longest running networks of professional wrestling podcasts, and we do not get the credit. However, I will tune into some of these other guys. They don't have the content, but they try to jack us. Do you realize that? They try to jack us. And this shit became evidently clear as I'm watching the Survivor Series post-conference. And I hear Jobber Tears get like 3 fucking questions. No disrespect to them, but we got a lot more talent over this motherfucker with a lot more personality. We got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, mog. You name it, we got it.
Boats and hoes, I gotta have me my boats and hoes.
Anything you need in your professional wrestling talk, we have it. You want somebody subtle, we got it. You want over the top motherfuckers, we got it. You want somebody that's...
I'm sorry, is my microphone not working? Can you not hear me, honeybee?
I was trying to promote everybody, and you just...
No, but you don't understand. I don't know. No. You cannot come in on my show off a commercial break and speak before I speak. I get that, but you've been going. I gotta go. Bring the summer put on. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. This is not the penitentiary. This is the Mike Knoxxx show. UPR, I love them.
I felt the sizzling in my spirit like a snake.
Don't do that. I've been here for 3 years. The best damn show in radio. Mike Knoxxx is the longest running motherfucking podcast.
We're not doing this.
We gonna do this today, my brother. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Welcome. It's award season, y'all. The war is on. Y'all thought y'all saw WarGames? No, this is WarGames. I want to say shout out to Vaughn for the New Day shirt representing today's show on Raw. As they, I think it's a crying shame.
Trash.
Show that shirt again, brother. Show that shirt again. Trash. I think it's a crying shame what's going to happen tonight with the New Day. So
damn
when you wore that shirt, I want to say that's going to be a good thing today. But we're at WarGames right now, guys. No, seriously. It's like, yeah, we're going. It was like you were not family circling that thing, my brother. As you would say, that's a clip. I'm just gonna say, I don't know how much of that tequila you had.
No, I'm not even buzzy. I was just saying, like, as I'm looking
I know you when you buzz. You don't seem that aggressive, but you just kept going. And
it just dawned on me. It just dawned on me. That's it.
Go to the black man's radio. You can't come in off a break off without me speaking first. I literally thought my microphone was fucking broken. I'm not even.
No, it just dawned on me as we were playing those clips and Vaughn was doing his thing, and then you played the clip. I'm like, we really loaded pause with the content.
No pause. That bitch is locked and loaded, baby. It's locked and loaded. Honeybee, what you think about this last match? We've been talking, me and him, for like the last 20 minutes. I know you guys.
It was good. I don't know why everybody thought The Rock was going to come back. I really wasn't expecting him to, but I thought it was pretty good.
Don't do that. Everybody made fun of me for that. Why y'all make fun of me for that?
I'm not making fun. I'm just saying.
He made me feel The Rock was going to come back. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead. It's your floor. I'm sorry.
It was still a good. It was still a good match. I think my favorite moment would be with. Okay, so the first one was when CM Punk and Roman were in the cage, and Roman told Sami to go instead of CM Punk. That was a good one. And then I had a feeling that's that second time when it's gonna be their turn again. I'm like, CM Punk's probably gonna like bum rush past him and they're gonna make Roman come last, which is what they did. So I thought that was pretty good too. It was some pretty good spots. Fucking Jacob Fatu could have been the whole team by himself. That's how lit. And he gives me vibes of the Boogeyman. When he come up and do that little shake little thing he do, I see Boogeyman. Like that shit is so lit to me. I am a huge fan of Jacob Fatu. That dude is a dog. He is a dog. Like that shit, he popped up twice. I'm like, oh my God, you cannot keep this man down. I don't care if it's fake or not. He's doing a very damn well good job at this.
What was fake about it?
I'm saying that for the people who don't watch it.
I know.
You know me. I watch it. I'm a diehard. So that, regardless, he is a dog.
So we're gonna take out the Bret Hart for that. We're gonna take out the Bret Hart for that. No.
This match, I think Dice put it up a second ago. And again, y'all, all due respect to my man Dice, man. He's my producer. He joined me today. I asked somebody from every show to join us. He chimes in. It is award season, but I actually thought my microphone was muted. I ain't gonna bullshit you. You've never just cut me off like that.
No. I felt the sizzling in my spirit like a sirloin. I'm literally just super happy about where we are as a group of content creators, and I strive on trying to help everybody push this thing going into 2025. And I didn't get a chance to be a part of award season last year, so I am all for everything that we are trying to do. So I do apologize for ransacking this shit.
What I'm trying to do is talk about this match and the red and black. And you always pick on me about my color scheme. Did you not see this shit? Look at this shit.
I'm so over it.
I'm on chalk line right now. And I went, shout out to chalk line. Chalk line November went away, but now it's chalk line December because I wear that shit every day. Bars, okay? Chalk line DX on right now. I need them Sami Zayn chalk line pants. And it's a shame. I'm Sami Zayn's mama. I'm serious. Mama Zayn.
40% off on WWEshop.com right now.
How come your son's #1 shirt don't have his real name on it?
All types of Yeet shirts on sale right now.
The red Yeet's the best.
New Day popping off right now, 40% off. Sorry.
This match, CM Punk, I'm with you, Honeybee. It gave me everything I needed. And more.
Yeah.
Jacob Fatu, I don't think he's not just only. Okay, a couple weeks ago, and I'm gonna pause and continue. I'm gonna come back on my take on this match and go to Dice, man, because I want to be the last word. It was, remember they said I think Rikishi came out and said on this podcast, shout out to Uncle Rikishi, they think they're doing too much with him too fast.
Yeah.
And that became a big internet talk for about 5 days. So I want to bring it back if you remember that conversation. And in that 5 days, people came, pause, attacked him for that take. I have to think right now he's right. He's looking unstoppable. He's looking Brock Lesnar-like. That's a tweet, Vaughn, because I don't see a lot of tweets going out. I don't know necessarily what's going on.
But is he a star?
Yeah, well, I think he is.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Is he?
I think he's more so just the intimidative muscle to have by your side. Like he's not much of a.
I would say he's just right now where they were booking Umaga. Everybody,
was Umaga a star?
They even said Solo was Umaga. No, Solo. If you go back and watch Umaga's matches and watch, that run he went on, Umaga was unstoppable. He's unstoppable. Dice, your take on this match?
Shout out to you, George. You're one of the most loyal fans. You're going to be up for a fan of the year, a UPR.
Thank you.
I have to. When you're talking about pushing somebody too fast, too soon, Jacob Fatu, when you're already in your 30s, making it to WWE, you're behind the curve. I'm sorry, you're behind. because they groom their stars in their mid to upper 20s, in the 25 to 28 range. And then you become a star around 32. Jacob still has to get used to the way that WWE does things at whatever he is, 32, 34, up in that range. He'll get 1 or 2 championships, but he's not a star. I'm sorry, he's not a star. He's the flavor of the month, as Hulk Hogan would say. Everybody's on Jacob Fatu's nuts, but are you going to see Jacob Fatu on the side of a fucking 18-wheeler? You are not. You're going to see that handsome fucking Samoan Roman Reigns. You're going to see those handsome fucking twins and Jimmy and Jay.
I gotta call you.
You're not going to see Jacob Fatu with golds in his mouth.
You always tell me when I try to point out facts. That's with 3X's like Mike Knoxxx. That butts and seats and merchandise shit matters. Being on an 18-wheeler means
not t-shirts. I didn't say t-shirts. I just said when we're talking about,
if you're selling, you're not on an 18-wheeler if you're not selling t-shirts. They're one the same.
If we are talking about, I've seen Titus O'Neil on a fucking 18-wheeler. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
You seen Titus O'Neil on a 18? You might have. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not taking fucking players on a fucking 18-wheeler. But my point is, in the terms of AEW, absolutely, he's probably a fucking star. As the internet darlings, he's probably a fucking star. But WWE, he's not a fucking star. He's not a Seth Rollins, a Roman Reigns, or Randy Orton, a CM Punk. He's not any of these guys. Even a Gunther to a lesser degree. Only because still
he's Umaga.
Still, exactly. And Umaga, for what it's worth, Umaga wasn't even a star at his height because he did not win against John Cena. No disrespect.
Even
he presented a great threat.
Main event type match.
He presented a great threat to John Cena, but he didn't win the big one. Even Lord Tensai, who they tried to make fucking Matt Bloom come back and be a big deal and look like a big deal, he was never a star.
Wow,
and this is the thing. Jacob Fatu is not a star. He's a formidable guy in the Anoa'i clan, Fatu clan, whatever. He's great. He's great for what they do. But as I've said time and time again, once this bloodline shit ends, what the fuck happens with the rest of the people who are not fucking Jimmy, Jay, and Solo? Jacob will be an exception. He will be the exception.
I think
but
Jacob will be fine.
Because
Jacob can wrestle like a Kevin Owens with the Umaga. I think no, he's not a star.
Can you tell me what? Can you tell me what else he has outside of "I love you"? Solo.
Again, I'm confused about where you're not understanding this. He doesn't have to do that. He can have.
It's not an understanding.
He does that square circle single-handedly lets him be. He's not a star. I agree with you. He's not those names you've named, but he is every bit of, let's say, Matt Hardy or Christian. You know, the other guy. So
that 1B echelon. That 1B echelon.
What's your take on this WarGames match?
I thought that it was amazing. Right, I predicted so many times leading up to it. I put in the chat. I was very surprised at the way they let Jay come out last, and then they spoke on commentary and saying Jay spoke about how if they're doing this, they're equals. Nobody's hiding behind Roman's entrance. I thought that Roman or CM Punk would be the last one to enter, right? But I in the ring watching,
they let them enter by who was going to engage in this match. That's all.
Yeah, they didn't do it, and they didn't do it with the women.
What they said on commentary had nothing to do with why he came in last. That was letting people who wasn't intelligent wrestling fans know what that also could be represented by. But no,
in the beginning of it, watching Tama Tonga, Tama Tonga is literally scaling, greeting the fans. Yeah. You had right hand man versus right hand man. I thought that was genius. Maybe I was looking too far into it, but I thought that you had the guys who literally started with You had the guys who literally started with their respective tribal chiefs starting the match. I thought that was symbolism at its best. That's how I interpreted it. But the meat and bones of this match was literally Roman initially not being okay with Sami wanting to be back in the fold, but then trusting Sami enough to be like, I don't trust this motherfucker, but I'm gonna trust you. You go before he goes.
That's exactly what that was.
I loved it.
And it was on top of that. It was like, fuck you and your brand new great t-shirt that might be trying to outsell mine. You know,
I loved it. And it was at this point that I put in the chat in UPR.
Sami looked confused.
Sammy did. He looked at him for reassurance. Sammy looked at him for reassurance. And it was at this point where I put,
like, are you sure? Okay.
Yeah. I put in the chat, I was like, this is perfect. Because at this point, I thought that then Roman was going to go first before Punk. And then I was expecting Seth Rollins.
Look at that. See, if they could be a best duo, I'm just going to stop right there. Go ahead.
I thought that Reigns was going to go before Punk, leaving Punk last. And in my heart of hearts, I wanted Seth Rollins to come out there and interfere. And because I still think that Rollins versus Punk is where we're getting for Mania. I thought that Rollins would come out there with the story of, you're always trying to hog the spotlight. You need to give Roman a chance to try to call and talk to me. Even though he said he wouldn't, I knew that he would, right? That's just me selfishly. But I like the fact that I was wrong and they did it this way, and Solo locking the cage. And Roman is one of those guys, a Randy Orton, a Miz, he doesn't climb shit.
Listen, no.
And he climbed.
See, I hate you.
I
love you. Listen, no. That's why I like going last. If people say shit, I got to regurgitate the shit. No,
but no, this was great.
Never climbs a cage.
Never. He doesn't even climb the top rope.
Don't do shit like this. And he jumped off the motherfucker. This was everything you say. That's why I'm cutting you off, because I don't want to set this shit double again. All this is great.
Go ahead. Take us home.
Okay.
Take us home.
First of all, this is a great imagery too. This whole pay-per-view PLE was full of imagery. We talk
all
about
cinematic.
I always mention this is the show for the intelligent wrestling fan, but most importantly, more than any of that, hashtag wrestling is storyline. Okay, this was a beautiful story in every single way. So when people say I made the commercial this week, in case you didn't get it, guys, you probably did, but you didn't say it. With Roman speaking, because I literally just said that the show before that he does the interview at Sports Illustrated, and he goes, "It's a whole
beautiful
new
interview
game." And I've been saying that. This game has been ain't no seventh inning, right? And again, I love all the other podcast shows out there, but y'all are missing out on some shit that's being really said, because the longest running shows and podcasts with Unpopular Review and Mike Knoxxx, is Silent, everybody else, Honeybee. Oh, you only got 4 shows. Sorry, 3 more. All that, doing all that stuff. We can do this. Come check us out, yo. We've been saying this. It's been a whole new ball. This man climbed the cage, Dice. The floor is yours again. Tag. Because this was just, and this part, before you go, okay? When Paul Heyman says, I need y'all to do this, like, Paul's pep talk is what made this match and what told the story for Punk and Roman. This was the tipping point. This is where, when it said Rose, and Rose said, there's no room for you on this little raft, was the bullshit. Okay, because there was room on that raft. If you ain't seen Titanic, same on you. Okay, there was room on that raft.
A door. It wasn't a raft. It was a door.
It was a door.
Rose is a selfish bitch for letting Jack die.
Drown in cold water, just floating.
Because if she did it, they both were gonna die.
No.
That door would have held
anyway,
him up.
Paul Heyman is literally, he is as intelligent as it sounds. He is literally one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish us right now. He is Dr. Seussing the shit out of us. And then we sit back like the meme from fucking The Wire, like, oh, I get it now. Right? Like,
now, so
he's literally doing that.
Just happened a couple episodes back.
He's literally doing that, right? And
this is WarGames.
In this match, honestly, shout out to everybody in this match. I would, coming away from this match, you have so many storylines coming away from this.
One last interruption. With
Yeah.
all due respect, just a second.
Go ahead.
Hey, Steve. Hey, you guys. I like how executive consultant who's backstage. So just a second, with all due respect, you're going to be in 2 categories with duos.
Yeah, you see that? When I put that shit together, I said, what? He got 2 of them?
So I'm coming at y'all as far as this, though. My man jumped off the kid. I don't care if he broke his shit. You can talk about whoever, whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop. Okay? Vader ain't never do this shit. Go ahead, Dice.
I'm still not putting Bronson over Vader or fucking Bam Bam. I'm just saying. But
I didn't say Bam Bam. I didn't say Bam
okay.
Bam. I said Vader. If you do that,
okay,
if there's
but
no
this
Boy Meets World for you, it's already a done deal. So go ahead. You're selfish.
Oh God, this moment here let you know that Punk still he had a job to do. He had a job to do, and he did it. And on the other side of the cage, you have Jimmy doing what he needs to do, and he's looking at Sami, and Sami's telling him to go up higher. Can we get much higher? Oh, and everybody gets to take their shot at Solo Sikoa. I thought that was symbolism.
One second, Dice. Honey B got to run a little early today, y'all. She's about to get up out of here. Honey B,
No, finish it out. I'm good.
On this overall Survivor Series.
Overall, I give it a what are we rating it out of?
You know, we do belts. Top your favorite belt representation of out of 5.
It's fine. I'm just doing my shit.
Okay, so then I would give it the I guess US title. Like it's not worthy of the WWE, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like I guess the only thing that would have made it better if we would have had some more story with the Gunther and Damian Priest match. If anything, like it would have made everything else flow a little better. It's like decent match, and going back into a decent match. So it was all in all, it was pretty good though.
Listen, you get up out of here, Honey B. See you next week. Maybe.
See you guys, everybody.
Would that be fine? That'd be fine.
Yes, I will be here. Absolutely.
All right. I'll let you later, homie.
Everybody have a good night. All right.
Peace. And then there was 2. I just look at this, man, and I'm in awe. Right, Dice? It's because to me, I thought overall, I thought it was just an okay pay-per-view, PLE. I keep saying pay-per-view. I guess I'm stuck in that method. That's why I can't like today's rappers. I can't get past y'all whack-ass cadences. Okay, no matter what you say that may rhyme, I just hate them. To me, it all still sounds but I thought for it, just a filler, like I did not get this. I talked to the consultant, and he had said to me the same thing Honeybee said. Y'all all thought The Rock was going to come. So it was a letdown for you. And I said, yeah, good point. I did think The Rock was coming. So for me, the excitement of me coming out of Mania, coming out of SummerSlam and Bad Blood, I did think that. I really did. Just an appearance, somebody, not how it ended. So it did take a star off for me. It took a belt grade off because that's my expectations. It's my grade. Besides that, this match was the entire reason why we had this PLE was Bloodline versus Bloodline. Yeah, they told the other stories. I saw George's comment earlier. I'm not going to forget it, George. Z was right. Yeah, I didn't say he was wrong. I just said that's how if you watch it from that perspective. But let's not pretend here. You know, when Santa Claus is coming to town, my kids tell you, Santa's coming to town. I watched the Macy's Day Parade. I saw him at 11:58. Actually, I didn't because my son mistakenly hit the power button, and I got back on, and it was a personal heartbreak for me, but it's okay. I digress. I didn't see Santa this year at my Macy's, and I watched the whole damn parade and missed Santa. But what I'm saying is, if you see this PLE, everything was kind of thrown in there. They took Jade away. We got word back. Executive consultant then broke that she's not actually hurt. It is a complete storyline with Jade. So
that's great.
There's still a great image to me. The right team, I don't think won.
No,
I think
I think 2.0 deserved a win. This stunts their dominance.
Yeah.
And it just leads, but maybe this is not a bad thing because maybe now The Rock actually does come back sooner than we expect.
It's too much at this point. You do need me. I like that. The show for the intelligent wrestling fan. And last year I called Bolt Gang of Don't Hang versus the Birds, and I didn't call it this year, but I called it last year. And there it is. Avoid the clap, Jimmy Dugan, executive consultant backstage. I had to say when I spoke to him already that I just didn't like the outcome. For me, this was just an okay Survivor Series. I was kind of disappointed. I'm just being honest. I personally, truly was.
I can't believe that because I was on my toes.
There's an asterisk for me, and that's where you may have this. I did not. All right, I'm gonna sell some personal business here a little bit. I don't know if you've never heard of a push present. Okay, my daughter just had my grandson. That's why it's Papa Knoxxx.
It's some bullshit. A push present.
All right. And I agree with that, as my wife would say. She didn't even push y'all. She had a C-section. But this generation gives out push gifts. And my son-in-law to be, got her something very special. And helping him do that, I spent 5 hours, got home. The equipment was there to set up internet. Someone who works at Spectrum, I said, no, hey, you never should just set up with a self-install. You know why? Because that shit never works. It's about 3070. Okay, somebody got to come to the house. So I didn't even watch the Survivor Series till Sunday afternoon at 2:00. And I watched it in my daughter's hotel room. I mean, I keep saying hotel, hospital room.
And there's some new TikTok bullshit. That's what the fuck that is.
We can't do those things. So for me, I guess I didn't enjoy it from that much. It just I lost once I missed it on time, and I could have watched it that night. But I refused to watch without my children because my kids, all they kept saying was, we're going to miss SmackDown. We're going to miss Survivor Series. The whole ride up to our new home, that's all they kept saying, And so I was like, I'm not going to watch without them. So I waited for them. And so for me, when I didn't get what I wanted, I can't say the matches were great. I just feel like lately Triple H is more concerned about ending shows with what he thinks more. I agree. That's me. That's why I don't think this is built for Gunther and them. That storyline's not Gunther and Priest. It's Priest and Damian and our guy right there, Finn Balor, right? Even when the ladies WarGames match, that was for Liv and Rhea. Everybody else was just thrown in there, and that's why you see
I think both decisions were wrong. I really think both decisions were wrong for the WarGames.
Yes, 100%. I think the Hill should have won both of them.
The fact that in some of those spots, especially the spot with Nia and Raquel dominating everybody, dominating everybody as they stepped up to the both of them.
That award, y'all. She got my vote.
She definitely is. You don't have two powerhouses. That's like having a Giant and Kevin Nash in the NWO and still losing a fucking match.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't happen.
Neither Hill team that you can look and say you can make an argument for could have won it doesn't win. Neither team. And don't get me wrong.
That would be my only gripe.
My tribal chief. That is my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Although I'm a whole resort to say this, I've always said I believe the real tribal chief is the man across from me in my office right now, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's why this whole shit has always been funny to me. But at this
call
moment,
it now. Call it now. Are we getting Rock and Roman at Mania this year?
If I don't get it, I riot.
Yeah, I am of the same ilk. I am of the same ilk. You can't press this shit for another year.
Image enough alone, I just thought really it was just a okay. But so for me, I would give it 3 out of, and wow, that's gonna be real deal. I give it 3 out of 5 WWE World Heavyweight Championships. As I'm looking at my beanie, whatever you call that, the Rock bundle thing on the thing with the toy on my wall. When Rock had the World Championship, the big Goldie belt, I give it 3 out of 5 because it just didn't give me what I wanted. So I also watching it where I watched couldn't really enjoy or watch. I had to go back and watch it. Maybe I come back next week and give you a revised belt score. I didn't dive in like you and George said about the matches and the intricate. I'm looking for what I want. Shinsuke shocked us. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I didn't watch it, but I just wasn't in my element. You know what I mean? Best for me, the highlight for me of this pay-per-view PLE was, I said Io Sky with the coming in with the fire extinguisher. I wish it had cashed in with Tiffany Stratton. Stop the teasing, let it go. Yeah, Shay, I see you. Damn right. Give me the entrances of the original Bloodline. I'm sorry, that's my color scheme. I love it. CM Punk, those matches with CM, he holds Punk back. Punk jumps in front of him. All that, they get in the ring and Paul settles them down. That's what this pay-per-view was about right there. So for that, I say, okay, I can see if you want them to go over why they went over. But for bigger story, deeper, if we're in a whole new ball game, then why we still got the same story? And that's the tweet, Vaughn. If we're in a new ball game, then why do we have the same story? Your final thoughts, Dice.
I thought the pay-per-view was everything that it needed to be. As far as everything that I predicted, I was wrong on so many fucking levels, and I enjoyed being wrong. I hate being that person that's always active as the pay-per-view was going on, but I was the person that was active as the pay-per-view was going on. Like, I think it was me and Sabrina, and shout out Sabrina Estella, nominated for Duo of the Year along with Bad Guy Jack. I thought that I wanted to be wrong, right? Like, I had my predictions and I wanted to be wrong, and most of the time I was wrong.
Versus Bianca Belair next year. I don't.
Yeah, if we don't get Rhea versus Bianca very soon.
Mania. I don't want Bianca versus Jade. Come on, Dice.
I'm good. I don't care about Rhea versus Liv no more. I don't care about Bianca versus Jade. The one I want more than anything is Bianca versus Rhea. Now.
It was a 4-year tease at this point?
Yeah, it's my money and I need it now.
I need it now.
JG Wentworth out this bitch.
I drink my Ovaltine? What?
Ovaltine. They still make Ovaltine? Anyway,
no.
I'm gonna give this pay-per-view.
Come on.
I'm gonna give this 4 out of 5 Undertaker Attitude Era championships. Only because
really like
I did like it, where some people like you they don't like it, and where some people didn't like Undertaker's reign. I thought it was still necessary to get people like Triple H and The Rock over. So I think that it did its job and it kept me entertained, and I was not disappointed in any aspect of the PLE. So that's why I never refer to Taker as a great WWE champion ever. Even the feuds with Batista, never. But Batista, Booker T, I never think that great.
Chaser, not a great champion.
Great chaser, not a great champion. I thought that this pay-per-view was just something to get us over. I think the Saturday night's main event possibly will be better than that, because we don't have a pay-per-view for December. This is taking the spot of the pay-per-view for December. So I'm giving it 4 out of 5 Taker Attitude Era Big Goldie John, not Big Goldie, the Big Wing Eagle Johns. That's for me. I enjoyed it 100%. It wasn't like how we usually watch pay-per-views in the party together, but I still enjoyed myself.
Right now, yo. Saturday main event, and it appears. Let's go, B. Shout out to Shay, my challenge host. Last week we didn't have the challenge because, damn it, they didn't have no challenge either, and it was Thanksgiving Eve. But they'll be back this week on Unpopular Review Entertainment tonight after Raw. Tune in to the
New Day does not break up tonight, despite what y'all say.
Best show also between Freckles with Duo and the executive consultant. Everybody's like, hey, listen, guys, all jokes aside that he did for me earlier, and I just thought my shit was broke. We got right now best duo nominations. The Z is silent, and the Mark Vic. I call him Vic Damone Jr. Bad Guy Jack and Sabrina Estella. Executive consultant Freckles Sensei Big Cool and executive consultant as well. What you thought I was gonna call that man delicious?
I thought you was gonna call him daddy.
Best UPRE show nominations. You already know what it is. The longest running, fastest rising. I can't say premiere show because this is Unpopular Review. And technically the premiere show on Unpopular Review will be the Raw review show, as it was the show that started it all. Like Raw is the premiere show between WWE. But still, nonetheless, longest running motherfucking podcast there is not named Bustle Up Radio. The Mike Knoxxx Show. Then Raw review, also NXT review. The AEW crew had a switch and change in operations, but still being determined to make sure we get this thing up and running the right way. A lot of things we're working on, but they still are nominated for just their hard work and effort. Great effort, y'all. Great effort. If y'all win, I'll walk the fuck out, flip the table. Then we got the SmackDown review show as well. All the nominations we got. We have best host as well. You know, your boy Mike Knoxxx. I won it last year. If I can win it again, I was humbled then. And I mean that. I didn't think I was going to win it at all. But off this alone, and these nominations being Bad Guy, Jack, Consultant, Cactus Katie, Vinny, and Z is silent.
It's getting thick.
My picture alone should win this award.
I chose a good one, right?
My picture alone should win this shit. I need these slides. I'm pumping these shits out. That should win this shit right here. What else we got coming up on the awards show coming up on the 12th of December?
The last one we have is funniest host.
Oh, I shouldn't win this. All right. I'm being honest. If I win this, it's truly because I do anything for the views. All right. But when you got somebody like my man, Big Cool, you got Bad Guy Jack, Executive Consultants, Vinny, and Z is solid. I can't lie, guys. That's if I win this, then they should definitely flip the fucking table. How about that? Okay.
I'm flipping every
I'm
fucking
cleverly
thing.
Funny in that way, like these guys here. So that's my truth. But listen, with all due respect to it all, I love every show because every show is Mike Knoxxx, and Mike Knoxxx is a part of every show. And we love you guys because we don't have an award show. We don't have the Mike Knoxxx show as cocky as Eric and you can think we can be, but we're
The
very
Plexis.
humble in saying we are nothing without you. We are nothing without him. So that means do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me. And don't love God. That is crazy, y'all. I'm sorry. We are now, hence and forever will be the fastest rising, most successful show in radio. We are out of here, y'all.
Vote for Z.
Lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast.